Good morning, Dream Builder team in Hong Kong. So honored and grateful that you guys are a part of it this weekend with Anita, the team, from all of you. Thank you so much. And I've got a couple things, words of thoughts for Dream Builder that I wanted to pass on to you. So first, this all really roots out of the Lord's Prayer. So if you actually didn't have the Bible anymore and all you had was Jesus's words on the Lord's Prayer, and it's a simple prayer. Our Father in heaven, holy is your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive others. And lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. Now, it's a really simple prayer. We probably heard it a million times, probably said it a million times. What I want to do is study this. Jesus gave us a nuclear bomb, a tiny little prayer, 7 lines. And this little bit of these little thoughts are unbelievable if you look at what it is. So first of all, he starts off, and I believe the order of this is incredibly important, but the Dream Builder comes out of this. Dream Builder is the Lord's Prayer. So first, our Father in heaven, holy is your name. So the first thing we need to do is realize we're actually in what some people would call a movie or virtual reality, or it's not the most real thing. It's a dummied down version of the real thing. And if you want to know if something is the most real, go to a movie and it feels real, but it's not real. Go play a virtual reality game. It feels so real, but it's not real. It's everything in that perspective seems so real maybe at the time, but it's not that real. We are in a fake reality. It's not the real, most real reality. It's the natural reality. It's the things we can see, touch, hear, smell. It feels so real, right? And some of the emotions that come out from our realities, they feel so crazy real and important and enough to fight for, all that stuff. But reality is heaven. And if you hear all these life after death experiences, people who have died and gone to heaven, there's millions of these stories. It's not a secret anymore. We've got millions and millions and millions of these stories where people died, and when they went, they met this man in white, Jesus, and they always have the same experience. The colors, the sounds, the smells, the tastes, the things I was hearing didn't make, it was like all brand new. They didn't have words to express the love they had, all the things that dogs, they can hear a little bit more than we can. But we know sound is so much wider and greater than what we know. There's dimensions we have never, ever experienced. There's new tastes that we have no clue about. There's a lot more in heaven than we're aware of on earth. So when people say, I only believe what I touch, see, you're missing a huge amount of reality. So what's really wild about that, so we first start with our Father in heaven, holy is your name. We need to recognize this is not the most real. This is not the biggest reality. The biggest reality is in heaven with our Father, with Jesus, and Jesus gave us a bunch of clues on what it's like there. The Bible gives us a lot of clues. The spirit world is the most real thing. Number 2. Sorry, my brain was like, I'm not perfect. I'm just learning this as well. So number 2, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So think about that. Jesus is actually giving us an invitation. He's saying these things are legal for you to ask for. He knew we were very simple people. He knew some people in history would never have access to a Bible, but he also knew you could memorize 7 lines. Number 2, your kingdom come, this kingdom, this world, this reality that is so much bigger, much more intense. Everything, the sounds are bigger. They talk about flowers and people and things that they've never seen on earth before. Jesus says, I invite you to bring that to earth. Bring the resources to earth. Bring the colors, the light, the sounds to earth. Imagine that. God's inviting us to bring the most real reality to earth. Things that are not even on our mind. We can't even imagine or conceive the things that God has planned for us. So your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So that's the dream builder concept. What's the thing you want on earth, God? Second line. The third line is, give us this day our daily bread. I find it very interesting. He doesn't say, give me this day my daily bread. He says, give us. So the question I have is, how big is your us? Is this life all about me? Give me this day my daily bread? Because I can tell you this, the people who have a me concept in life, they have access to a me amount from heaven. If you want enormous amounts, make your us as big as possible. Be as generous as possible. Have as much influence as possible. Change the lives of as many people as possible. Make your us as big as possible. But here's the cool thing. We don't have to carry all of the resources. He says, give us this day our daily bread. Not give us 25 years. Imagine if you had to carry 25 years of resources around. What a pain. God's making it so simple. He says, give us this day our daily bread. So he's saying you have like resources and backpacks and things in heaven for your day and for the us of all of us, our days. You could pass around all these backpacks to all the people for the day. You don't have to carry container loads and huge amounts of resources. God says this day. So how cool is that? God is a light. He has a light load for us. Number 4, forgive us our debts as we forgive others. So we are stupid people at times. So here's the reality. You guys know my son, Jamin. Jamin's got Down syndrome. A lot of people are like, okay, Jamin's not really awesome in memorizing a lot of things. But you know what Jamin does have? He has a superpower in about 1% of his life. I can't live without that boy. That boy is amazing. And his superpowers, loving people, never quitting, encouraging people, giving hugs at the right time, sharing humor. And he's just a funny guy. And he's got a superpower that other people don't have. Every one of us have superpowers that we don't have, that other people don't have. But all of us we're all pretty good in about 1% of life. Just, special needs people, they amplify it for us because we realize, all right, yeah, they're not good at all the rest of life. We're just the ones who are deceived in thinking we're going to be great at everything. So Anita's got the Strength Finder tools to help you find out what is your 1% thing that you can bring to the world. Well, the problem is a lot of us have gone out and tried to do things in the 99% of our life, this huge part of our life where we are terrible. We don't know, like 90%, I'm gonna say, there, most of life, we're not really great at. And so we make mistakes. We hurt people's feelings. We cause problems. We go into debt. We make a mistake in our life. Now, think about this. Everybody around us is making mistakes. Everybody is in a incomplete awareness of what the kingdom of heaven is really like. Jesus said, go ahead, ask for forgiveness. You're going to need it. You're going to need it because you are going to make big mistakes. And you're going to rely on your 99% of your life and not realize I've given you 1% to focus on. And then think about, build a team. But when you have that team, guess what? There are going to be a bunch of people who are flawed as well. And they're going to make mistakes. Forgive them. Forgive them. Be generous. And with this, there's a superpower I found also. If you bless somebody, guess what? God will put blessing on them. These are real things in the Bible. If you bless somebody, a blessing falls on them. And it's tangible. It could be money. It could be better life, all kinds of real things. If you curse if you bless a bad person and they're not worthy of it. Let's say Hitler, bad person. And God says, no, I don't want to bless that person. What does God do with that blessing? He doesn't put it back in God's bank account. He actually moves it and puts it on your bank account. So you might as well bless everybody. Because if you bless good people, great, they get blessed. If you bless bad people, great, you get blessed. That blessing comes on you. It's like making money out of nothing. Now here's the reverse. If you curse a Hitler and he's worthy of it, yep, he'll receive it. What if you accidentally curse somebody because you wouldn't forgive them? And you curse somebody who is not worthy of the curse? Guess where that curse goes? On you. So it's so dangerous. Forgive our debts as we forgive others. Absolutely, we need to be the most forgiving people. Number five is lead us not to temptation. Now this, a lot of people, obviously we know, don't do the evil things that the world is offering us. We don't want to do those temptations. But I believe, what God is saying here is there's good in life. And the temptation is when you have success. Like in my own business, sometimes I have a bunch of sales and I think, yes, we have made it. And God's like, but I wanted to bring more. Why did you stop working? I had so much more to bring to your business and you could have helped so many more people. Why'd you slow down why'd you accept the good when I had excellent, amazing, heaven levels of blessing on your life? Lead us not to temptation of being happy with the little we have, the happy with what we see, touch, hear, sound, touch, all these things. We need to be pursuing the greatest things. So that's this fifth line. The sixth line is deliver us from evil. Did you know we're in an ancient war? This ancient war is here to kill, steal, and destroy from us. These demons, they hate everything about us because we represent God. We look like God. We are made in the image of God. We have the son and daughter relationship with God. We've been elevated above the demons and the angels. We've been given this high level of honor. And these demons hate us. They've hated us from the very beginning. Before you were around, this war started. And now this war is raging. We need God to deliver us from evil, from all the unseen that's going around us, that's really trying to destroy our countries, our communities, our families, ourselves, our cars, anything. It's always trying to pester us. And these are real demons, real things out there trying to destroy us. But God, the final thing is, God does not want us to be scared. Consider it, this is James 1, consider it pure joy when you face trials of many kinds, because the testing of your faith develops perseverance. In perseverance, when it finishes its work, you become perfect. Okay, raise your hand if you'd like to be perfect. Complete. How would you like to be complete? Raise your hand if you want to be complete. Not lacking anything. That's what we do. So the last line I put is like, Holy Spirit, help us to outlast, outwit, endure, and persevere to the point we intimidate and bully hell. So that is the Dream Builder game in a snapshot. The Dream Builder is about hearing from God, finding out what's in heaven, find the need on earth. Us. What do people on earth need? And then we can solve that problem and come in with God's solution, and we literally change the world. Hopefully that's helpful. I appreciate you so much. Have a great weekend with Anita and the team. Love you so much. Email, text me. Look forward to catching up.